Hi there, welcome to Southern Comfort Knits, episode 10. This is the one after SAF where I'm completely broke and excited to show you everything that I bought. So I hope you are all well. I guess I should tell you my name. I'm Lori and I live out of North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. You may have noticed that I have a new logo that was created by my niece, Emma, who is in college, and super excited to have her creating a logo for me. I've been wanting one for a really long time, so thank you, Emma, if you happen to see this or if your mom watches it. Oh, so let's see, what's been going on? I'm gonna get to SAF a little bit later. We just had Halloween, so my favorite holiday in the world and all year long. So I'll have some pictures at the end of our Halloween shenanigans. We actually did win a prize. I'm super excited about that. And only one FO this time, because it hasn't been that long, I don't think, since my last podcast, but either way, I've been, haven't had a lot of time to work on it. But so here is, actually it's not a FO. There's no FOs, this is a work in progress. So this is the Pixelated Cardi, and this is the colorway of SAF for Miss Babs. I think it was Fantasia. I can't remember. I'll put it up here. And it's also on my Ravelry page, which is LPPurl. So this is it. This is the contrasting color. What you see is fuzzy. This is actually sari silk. Let me see if you can see it better back here. So I really didn't want something super contrasty. I wanted it to blend, but almost act as a texture. And I think that's what I got. So this is the SAF colorway. It's like pink and purple. And I'm done with the body, but I do have some yarn left. So I'm going to make the sleeves longer, and I'm waiting for a colorway. I ordered a Malabrigo Rasta to do the edging because it's not quite, I don't need it to close, but I like to be able to wear it where it'll sit fairly close to being closed, and I don't want to put a button on it. So I'm hoping that I'll get here soon so that I can finish it. I hope to have it finished next week, but I have been wanting to use this sari yarn for years. I think I got it off of Etsy. I have this color pink and I have a purple, so excited to finally use it. And once I got the Rasta, I will add the edging and then block it. So that's it, honestly. That is the only project I've been working on in the last couple weeks. Let's see what else I have on. I have another Pixelated Cardi that I have, I hope to begin probably soon, since I'm going to be waiting for that other yarn. But I'll show you that. I'll show you that once I get started. So let me show you some of my acquisitions from SAF. So as I mentioned, this was a colorway from SAF. That was last weekend. So I got two of the Miss Babs, I think it's called K2 Chunky. So that I used. I was very excited to get started on that. And then Forbidden Fiber Company. You know, I think I've seen them one other time and I forgot about them, but oh my God, do I love this yarn. So this one is sparkly and this one is just a non-sparkle. And I'm going to, you know, I was going to make a cowl out of it, but honestly, that is a lot of yarn. Now I'm thinking I might make a sweater. So I'm not sure, but this is fingering, and that is enough definitely for a short sleeve sweater. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I had all kinds of plans. I try to go there with ideas of what I want to buy. And I really bought one sweater's worth of yarn. The rest was just totally, oh my God, it's so pretty. I need to have it in my life. Okay, so the other yarn that I bought. I loved my shift cowl so much that I wanted to get yarn to make another one, and I bought these 3, but I have to tell you, I love this so much, I might put it in a sweater. I'm not sure, so we'll see. I did love that cowl, and I loved how nicely it sat. I don't like those weird cowls that come up high. I don't like anything actually touching my neck. I just like the warmth around it. So we'll see. I do love this. And then I loved this yarn so much. Sorry, this is Boho Gradient Yarns. And I actually spoke to the woman. I think she's local or close by, somewhere in North Carolina, but she makes all of this herself. This is like a, I don't know what they call it when it's hand spun, but it's manufactured. But she makes all of these herself. I actually got 2 others. And this is lipstick. This was all she had left. And I wanted enough to make a sweater with black. So I'm going to have to reach back out to her and see if I can, that's the label, get more of that. So I didn't tell you the colors. So the orange looks like Mombasa. The blue is Peacock. And this one is Mountain Laurel. So I love that. I feel like I got something else, but maybe I didn't. Oh, I did get one more thing. Hold on a second. I'm going to go get that. So I think I had told you I was taking a class while I was there, and it was I can't remember the official name, whether it was rug hooking with wool, or I don't think it's punch needle, it was hooking. So this is my project that I still haven't finished. It's clearly supposed to be a pumpkin. All I have to do is the top, finish the inside, and then just finish the outside, and then it's done. It's just supposed to be like a coaster. And I got all of the materials. I bought a, I don't know what this is called, a hooker? I don't know. It looks like a crochet hook from her. And, you know, I have since decided, because, you know, that day I was super excited about it and very motivated, and I'm going to do all the things. And then I came home and I still haven't finished it. And I'm like, I think my career in latch hooking or rug hooking is pretty much over. And if I do any projects, they're going to be very small like that. Because I really feel like you need supplies. And then unless it comes in a kit with all the strips, it's very expensive to buy the bowl. There was a table there at SAF that had all the materials, and you could buy the wool in bunches, but oh my God, it's like going down another rabbit hole of spending money in a whole new craft area. So I'm sure that I am not done with it forever, but I will definitely buy kits that come all together with all the materials. So SAF was amazing. I haven't been there. You know, if you would have asked me, I probably would have said a couple years ago. But, you know, when you take into account that we didn't go anywhere for COVID, it's probably been 5 years since I've been to SAF. And I swear it was only one building. So either at the time it was much smaller, or I was totally clueless and I did not know that there was a second building when I went a few years ago. But it was much larger than I thought. And I probably did not leave enough time before my class because I drove up for the day. It's about Asheville, or where SAF is. It's close to Asheville. It's about 2 hours from me. So I drove up in the morning, did my shopping, took my class, and then came home. But I think next time I will definitely allow a little more time. And also, the same weekend is Black Mountain Yarn Shop, and they have a bunch of vendors there and indie dyers, and I did not get to that. So, you know, next time I'll plan a little better. And I saw that right before I wanted to try and meet up with the Knitistry nerds, but They had all kinds of scheduling conflicts due to a wedding, so we just weren't there at the same time. So hopefully another time. But it was really, it's an event. It is definitely an event. If you are within a driving range, a reasonable driving distance to be able to go to this, I would suggest it. It is a lot of great vendors, not just yarn, all kinds of fiber, the wool rug hooking, or whatever the appropriate name is for that. There was also a vendor there. This is another whole rabbit hole that I almost fell down, where you could almost like hand sew, because I don't have a machine, these decorative, almost primitive looking, either wall hangings or table coverings. Oh my God, there was so much that I really need to retire early. But I guess I need to stop spending money on crafts if I want to retire early. So it is definitely fun. And next year, maybe even I'll stay over somewhere. I know that I can't think of the name of the hotel that's right across the street or close by. A lot of people stayed there. I think next year I would like to participate in the whole community of it. That would definitely be fun. Unfortunately, that is it for knitting and yarn talk. I do have a couple books to share with you. The first one that I just finished, and I'm reading this for the book club that I'm in, is 9 Perfect Strangers. Now, if you have Hulu, you may have watched it. It has like Nicole Kidman. It has a lot of big celebrities in it, but we don't have Hulu, so I haven't seen it. It is something I wanted to watch. Excuse me for the classy diet Dr. Pepper drink. So I know some people drink tea or coffee out of lovely mugs. I just go straight for the caffeine, out of the fizzy caffeine. But anyway, the book was fantastic. I really liked it. I'm not sure I love the ending, but I thought it was an interesting story. I need to discuss it with my book club ladies to see if I interpreted the ending correctly, but it was good. The other one, oh God, this is another, I feel like I always have these guilty secret books that I'm sharing. So one of my great loves of the 80s was George Michael. And I did love Wham. I'm just gonna come out and tell you that I loved Wham. I don't care what anyone thinks. But I really loved George Michael. I thought he had an amazing voice. I love some of the jazz stuff he did later in life before he died. But so I'm reading the book that is called Wham, George and Me by Andrew Ridgeley, who was his partner in Wham. And it's pretty interesting. He's not a great writer, so it is slow going, but I love hearing about, I don't know how to say his name. George Michael was Greek, and it was something like Yorgo something Annapolis. So Andrew called him Yorg or Yog, which is not, he had a very unglamorous upbringing and was like the nerdy one, a little bit chubby with glasses, and not the person that was projected in the 80s after he left Wham, and always seemed like such a handsome star. So I think it's pretty funny to hear the backstory of how average and just like us, yeah, he was. And that's it that I'm reading right now. I haven't started a new book yet, but I'm looking for some ideas if anybody has any suggestions. Oh, I did not tell you what I'm wearing. I am wearing a just made up version of ranunculus. I just took these is 2 yarns held together, leftovers, and just made it without the actual pattern. And I have a couple of these that I've made and I love them. They're perfect for when it's not too hot, but it's still, you know, it's turning into fall here in North Carolina. yeah, so that's it for me. Just a Thursday here in North Carolina. I figured I'd come on, give you a little bit of an overview of SAF and what I'm working on, and hopefully I'll be back soon with some new creations and some new books that I read. So thanks for coming back, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.